Obviously, I think it's clear the Leafs will covet a center between now and the trade deadline. Did you catch that segment on Overdrive yesterday?
I didn't.
Sidney Crosby. They talked about Crosby and Hayes up to a whole Hayes stuff, bringing up why don't the Leafs go after Sidney Crosby? It's never going to happen. I
How are
think
they going to
it's
make
fun.
8.7 million bucks? Like,
Yeah,
it's a
it's fun to talk about. It really is. Like, I understand why he brought it up, but I think it's impossible, pretty
what
much.
would his role be? Like, I just think like he's the ultimate professional, the ultimate leader. He's Mount Rushmore of a hockey player, but you put him in that locker room, like, where does he fit with the Marners and Nylanders and Matthews and Tavares's, and how much of a voice does he have? How much does he step on Austin's toes? You need his leadership is everything, and is he ready to kind of take that step back and be a little bit quieter? Like, he does everything right. I mean, his practices are legendary. The things that he does in practice at full speed, and it would just be odd. I just as amazing as that would be, and as unlikely as it would be to pull off, I just don't know if it's the answer for this group. I just see it being almost a major distraction.
Probably. It brought back memories of me taking phone calls on the radio and why I hated taking phone calls on the radio. You should read the mentions to that segment as to what people legitimately would give up to land Sidney Crosby in Toronto. I'm not kidding you. It was like Nick Robertson in a first. Like, we fucking kidding here?
There's so many things that would have to go, like cap wise, salary wise, what you're giving up wise.
What's your best offer right now for
Oh,
Crosby?
don't even start.
Mine was Nyes, Cowan, in a first.
Oh, ow. What did you got?
Exactly, but to get somebody of that I don't care if he's 3,000 years old. The guy's still a top 20, top 15
Oh,
player in the
hell,
league.
he is
Yeah.
phenomenal, man. And how do I know that he's not the missing ingredient to get him over the hump here? But and some people's mentality would be like, now's the time. Like, now is the time. Are you trying to win a cup or not? Now's the time. But I just think with the dynamics of this team to bring Crosby in, I just see it as taking, because his name is Crosby and who he is, you're just shoving him in there and saying, there, we fixed it. And I just see it being tough, as great of a leader and professional as he is and could rub off so well on so many other guys. I just don't see it fitting and working. That being said, if this desk is the GM desk and a legit offer comes on, it would be very difficult to say no, man. Who says no to getting Sidney Crosby on their team?
You don't. Aside from the whole cap compliant stuff,
Yeah.
I just it drives me insane. I don't. It's not just Leafs Nation; it's every fan base. But like you want to talk about getting a Crosby just for the fun of the conversation, but you don't want to give anything up. I think is hilarious.
Yeah,
Okay.
good luck. Do you think Dubas is just giving you Crosby to the Maple Leafs to after the success they're somewhat having since his departure? There's just so many things that would have to go well that I'm sorry they're just not going to happen.
He's running that team into the ground. It's actually pretty funny to watch. I'll be honest.
You look back at, the teams that he built and the way that they played, and there's a reason that these guys can come in and step up, these guys that aren't otherwise on the roster, and have success. It's because the system and the expectations that are implemented are conducive to them being able to play it. Before a guy gets called up to the Leafs, and you got Willie and Marner just looping and shooting and swirling, and there isn't a start or a stop to be seen, and there's high risk plays going left and right, 2-on-1s, breakaways on the power play, like zero accountability. Some kid comes up there and he's like, you're supposed to, you get called up, you play meat and potatoes, you keep the puck in the safe areas, you forecheck, you move your feet, you do all those little intangible things well in order to set the table for the next line. It's just hard to do in the past with the way that they played, and now it's a way that everyone can get on board with. A kid that's coming up, that's nervous, that hasn't played in the NHL much, hey, here's our system, keep it simple, stupid, get it deep, protect the puck, move your feet, move it north, no turnovers, nothing stupid at the blue lines, easy to play, and everyone can jump on board with that and have success. And then the big boys' skill complements it. It's what we've been crying for a while. And again, everything has gone to plan with Craig Berube so far.
Hey, we found a solution in the chat. John Gallagher writes in Crosby for Robertson and Steves. That'll get the job done.
Like these pipe dream like things. Yeah, we'd take that. Well, no shit, but you'd get laughed out of an office if you ever brought that to the table.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.